going into next year.
Oh, look at you. I love that.
You know what? I have to focus. Otherwise, I'm just pacing the floor.
Yeah. I love it. I kind of had a similar experience. I was after the morning call for a split second. I was like, maybe I'll just chill out for the next 90 minutes or whatever, you know. And then I was like, no, let me I'm gonna get just a couple things done, and then I'll reassess. And then I got into a groove and got some stuff done. Yeah.
Good.
Like you, I know that if I spend 5 minutes on, you know, heading over to the living room and watching TV, I'll be sucked in. And
now, I couldn't do it last night. I turned the TV off. I just took a book and sat down and read and went to sleep early. I just couldn't get into it.
That's awesome.
Hello, Ed.
What's up, Clint? How you doing?
Just fine.
How's your
escrow this week?
How's your escrow coming along?
Well, we heard from the escrow company, or heard from the listing agent. They hadn't sent my buyer the wire instructions so he could put in his deposit. And I thought, oh crap, I just thought, I was afraid he had decided, not to buy, or he was getting cold feet, but they hadn't sent him the contact information and the wire instructions. So that's all that happened. And, it's just, I'm just trying not to drop any balls.
Way to go. Awesome. Hayden had a good question earlier. I'm just killing time here, by the way, until Joey shows up. Hayden had a question earlier about previewing properties. Are you guys, is anybody previewing properties for their clients? Are listing agents allowing previewing properties?
I tried to preview a property and they actually said to me that they've got too many appointments and they will not be allowing any previews for solo agents coming without clients.
What I've been doing is that anytime that, I send my buyer something that he likes and he says he'd like to see them because he can look and see all the pictures on his own when I send them to him. And he says this is what he'd like to see. And so I check to see if they're still available or they're in escrow or there's a bunch of offers. And then I make appointments with the listing agent. That's what I've been doing. Feed form and all that. Where's Joey today?
I don't know. Where's our fearless leader? And you guys see him over there in the office?
No, he had an interview earlier, and I thought I heard him.
Maybe his interview's running late.
You know what? I'll go check.
I know Joey's probably either interviewing somebody. We've got 3 positions we're filling up here. So we got a new MCA, a new agent services, and a new front desk. So a lot of shoes to fill.
Joey is finishing up a meeting. He'll be right with us.
Oh, wonderful.
Anybody thinking about Thanksgiving? Any big plans? Don't all answer at once.
I'm not going anywhere till there's a vaccine for COVID-19.
Oh yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Just be home.
What time is dinner, Maury?
You know what, Josephine? Margie's daughter-in-law is pregnant, so it's the whole, should we do it inside? Should we do it outside? They want to do it outside. So we're thinking maybe we'll do it early before it gets, dark and cold. I don't know, we're thinking maybe between 3 and 4. So come on over. I'm gonna bake. I haven't decided what yet, but I like to bake. I was thinking maybe cheesecake with chocolate ganache and strawberries or raspberries. I don't like pumpkin.
I'm with you.
Not much.
I'm not a pumpkin fan. I might take a crack at cooking some cherry pie for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that sounds good. I like pecan pie, but nobody else likes it.
I like making cherry pie, but using
Using-
sour cherries.
Sour cherries?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. And then you put some ice cream on top of it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's a given. Hey, there's our
That
fearless
sounds like I should try it out this weekend just to test it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I never made a cherry pie. I'm gonna try that. You know, you talked about this morning while we're waiting, killing time, about is the market slow, or I don't know. I've got a buyer client. I take her out and the listing agents tell me, oh, I have 10 offers over asking already. Called a listing last night to go see it. He said, forget it. I'm not showing anymore. I've got 20 offers on it. So it seems like it's still really busy. Still active.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody else have big plans for the holidays? Thanksgiving? I know Rebecca and I, we just planned a trip for Coronado for over the holidays, over like late December, early January.
Oh, that's so great.
I
That hotel, the Dell, is always
Sorry, guys,
decorated
I
beautifully.
was in a meeting and I got distracted. I didn't realize what time it was.
All good.
Could you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we got
I
you,
can't
Jody.
hear you, so that means my volume is turned down. Hold on.
Everybody mind their lips. Jody, thanks for all talking.
Whee! Sorry about that. All right. All right. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, what time is it? I was talking to a recruit and I was like, oh, what time is it? I looked over at my thing. Oh my gosh, it's 11:06. I gotta go. All right.
All good.
Let's tell me something good for crying out loud. Maury's like, you're joking, right? Oh, jeez.
Hey, we're all together here. That's good. That's what's good. Ed is going to make a cherry pie, he said, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Not a fruit pie guy, but I applaud the effort for sure.
I'm making a cheesecake with chocolate ganache, I think.
Oh, that sounds good too.
Yeah, that's good. And Josephine said she's coming over to my house.
Josephine loves the pie, apparently.
Yes, especially cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York cheesecake.
Yes, yes.
Are you having turkey, Mari?
Turkey on Thanksgiving? What are you, a rebel? Oh yeah.
Sometimes people
Oh,
have,
that's right.
they have ham or something.
Yeah, no, we do turkey.
Yeah.
That's great. Any other something good today, please?
Well, I'm saving my escrow because my buyer wasn't told, the escrow instruction, the wired instructions. So they gave him like this really high amount he had to put down. And I said, it can't be right. So I'm putting out that fire right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's the amount that you have in the contract. So
Yeah, he's putting 5% of the purchase price down. And so his earnest money deposit should be 3% of the 5% down, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that,
No, it's 3% of the total sale price.
okay, deposit, okay, well, yeah, so
3%.
very rusty, so I'll bare my soul and
There you go. All right, let's move on. All righty. What's happening this week, guys? Morning check-in with Ed. I'm sorry I missed it today, Ed.
All good.
I just didn't have it in me.
It was a long night. It was a bit like brunch after, on January 1st. It was a lot of tired people, but that's what we do is we get together, we get our energy going by uniting, and it helps propel you forward. So I'm a big fan, obviously, and glad to have a lot of people, there every morning.
I agree. All right, next we have, who's running the show here, Ed? You?
No, not me.
Oh, John is, as well as the lead generation post.
It's the last week has been a little off for this for lead generating together, but I'm still a fan of it. I still am going to push it, especially for everybody in coaching. It's easier to pick up the phone when you're in the room with other people, and so we do it virtually. And if you're interested in taking part in that, just hang out after the morning meeting and we'll talk more.
Super. Oh, this is the Ed Show. No, Ed? You just had that. Oh, you wanted to talk about Ashley Lund's business planning? Right, I'm confused. There you go. Stay on. Hey, where you going? John. Go back to Ed.
Here's what I will tell you guys. As far, if a coaching tip for the week is that, there's a million distractions. It's 2020. It has been the craziest time. It's the craziest year that I've ever known, as far as the most distractions we've had ever to keep us, pulling us away from achieving our goals, from achieving our business. And regardless of who's elected, regardless of what happens in politics, if you have a goal set for 2021, and I hope you do, if you know your goal, that math has not changed. There was no, the polls on those numbers were not incorrect. The math that it will take to achieve your goals for next year has not changed in the last 24, 48 hours. And if it hasn't changed, and assuming you still want to achieve the same thing you did a couple days ago for 2021 and the end of this year, then it hasn't changed. Now, there are days when maybe you can't give 100%, maybe you're tired from last night or whatever. And some of those days we try to dig a little deeper and see what we have in the tank. And some days you have to kind of take your foot off the gas pedal a little bit to muscle through and get through it. But either way, the goal hasn't changed. And remember all the wonderful reasons why you want to achieve what you want. When we went through the business planning clinic, we talked about what do we want to achieve for 2021, and you probably did it for 2020, right? And think about all those things, the reasons why. It's not just a number. Don't think of your goal just as a number, but what are all the things you wanted to do with that number? What did that mean to you? And that hasn't changed. And I tell you this because I'm super distracted, and I imagine you guys are too. And there's lots of things wanting to keep me away from executing on my plan, right? And it's not going to get any easier from now through the end of the year. We have your traditional, normal, regular flavor distractions of, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the holidays, Jewish holidays, or whatever you're into. Those are all coming up as well, and it's time to buckle down and stay focused through it all. The last thing I'll say is that hopefully a lot of you guys were there for the business planning clinic, but if you weren't, those are all recorded and posted on the Larchmont YouTube page, so you can still get in there and make a business plan for 2021. And if you don't have a plan, then you're planning to fail. So there you go. There's my pitch.
Yeah, and the next slide is Ashley Lund, who is a MAPS coach, is also teaching a business planning clinic. Not every for our region. Not every office did their own. But if you feel like guys, I don't care how you get there. If you feel like spending $25 and having Ashley teach you this in the course of a 5-hour day, please take it, okay? Because it's important that you have this plan for your success for next year. So if you feel like Ashley would be a better deliverer of this information, please take advantage of it. But it is available for you from Ed and I on YouTube. And I even suspect that maybe we'll do it again before the end of the year, right? But if this is here, you have the opportunity right there. You just had it. Boom. You have the opportunity on November 12th to take it next Thursday. If that rings your bell, use it, right? That agrees, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
There's wherever you take the business planning clinic, definitely have your 4 models figured out for next year, regardless of wherever you get the information. I get it from Joey and I in the recordings, from Ashley Lund. There's probably other places on KW Connect where you can listen to it too. But just, it's so important to take some time out to figure out where you want to go.
Yeah.
You want a business by design, not a business by accident.
Absolutely.
Can I ask a quick question about that? Is Tara or anyone in the office to assist? I sent a message because I was having trouble getting the material for that course, and because the login wasn't letting me access it. But do you know if anyone's in the office to assist with little stuff like that?
Sure. Yeah. John is at the front desk. Who I don't see who's talking. So
Oh, this is Jen Lana or Jen Rowe or whatever.
Jen, how you doing? Yeah.
hi,
So
hi.
Jen, yes,
Because,
actually,
I kind of went halfway with Piper, and then I don't think she's here, right?
Right.
Anymore.
But
So
do you
yeah,
not
I
have-
wasn't able
do
to
you
get
have your
everything.
Tara's gone too.
Do you have your Keller
Oh.
Williams log on? Do you have your Keller Williams log on?
I just requested, and that's what Piper
Okay.
did.
All
finish
right.
me.
Reach out. Do me a favor. Reach out to Merlin. Okay. And Merlin will
okay.
help you get that information. That's where you have to start. That's the problem.
Perfect, thanks.
Right. No worries. Okay. And to John's credit, he did take the initiative to put this class in here, but this is a leadership class. But it's on international, and that's on Monday, the 9th, for recruiting indies, small brokerages. That's something I should probably take. Next, John. We have our face masks available still for anybody who wants it. And all right, birthdays this week. We have Susan Chadney, Peyton Golub, Rose, Susan Rose, and Rose Helu. Also Tiffany Seidel, Gary Lee, and Julia Olson all have birthdays this week. Happy birthday, you guys. Andy, I believe, is on a conference call that she cannot get off of, so we're going to move past Andy for a minute. And Rahad is everyone MIA today. I think everybody took a licking yesterday, except for the next slide, which is Ven, I believe. Bam, because I see you on there, Ven.
I'm here. How you guys doing?
Good, sir.
Well, believe it or not, we're in the holiday season. So this Friday, we're getting Starbucks has bread cups out, if not already. So we're already here.
The peppermint latte.
Peppermint latte, exactly. So typically in this market, as you guys know, we're gonna be, in the inventory drop of probably 27% approximately for active inventory coming on the market, and demand's gonna drop 31% as well. So with that said, I just want everybody to please, continue, your efforts. I'm here to help you, with your sphere of influence in marketing, with information, with farms and whatnot. So if there's something you guys need, please reach out.
I'm gonna keep pounding this this concept, Ben. And you know, the average is made up of people who do more and people who do less. Okay? Your aspiration should not be to be average. It should be, your aspiration should be to reach the goal that you set as the standard for your business, right? And not be affected by the average numbers, right? Because again, the average numbers are made up of high producers and low producers, right? You want to be in the above average category, and you know, not. I don't want anybody to set their goal as off of the average numbers. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely right, and that's why, you know, the people that are going to be working, or people that are going to be doing something. It's just like what happened with the whole COVID time. You know, people that took some time off, decided they didn't want to work anymore, or you know, let their clients go. This is where the ones that did work, you guys that are here, are going to be doing well going forward.
And the contrary, those who kept their businesses open for business and stayed engaged and were of service to their clients during the beginning, middle, and continuation of this moment are the ones who are all performing above average. And this office is performing above average, right? And when it comes to in relationship to the board. So, and that is a testament to each and every one of you who's showing up every day in their business and plowing forward, right? Yay. Seriously. I mean, it's taught me a lesson on how to in persistence and resilience. And I am trying to be better because of your participation over the last 7 months. Seriously. No BS in there. All right. Thanks, Ben. Some closed escrows, as you can see. This is 1 week, right? Core Group, Eileen Lanza, David Holly, Tiffany, Chelsea, Lynn LeGlaire, Elmas, Dave Park, Anna Lee, Linda Shim, and Tiffany Park. All had closings this week. Congratulations, you guys. Very, very proud. Closed leases. We call her Lynn LeGlaire. But you know, she's legally called Elizabeth. And Yvette Millman. Congratulations, Yvette. I think is that your second or third lease closing? Killing it. And your buddy Ed got Op City back on track for you.
That's correct. Yes. It took a few, took a little bit of work, but and we kind of figured out.
That's the good thing. New escrow is open this week. Marisa, Bates Hennington, Tiffany D. and Rachel, Will Hayworth, Shia, Woodwards, Star, and Tim Meinelschmidt. Congratulations, you guys.
I'm not in there. You know, I'm not.
And Clint, did you turn in your green sheet, Clint?
No, not my green sheet. I thought they knew because Andy was in the office, but I forgot to turn in my green sheet. So that's
the green sheet is the green sheet is the way we find out these things.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and if you did you change the status on the MLS?
Well, see, I'm representing the buyer,
Yeah.
but the listing agent, you know, is the one who should have changed it, right?
Yeah. So they're the two ways we get that. Congratulations, Clint, on your new escrow.
Okay. I get the green sheets by way of how do I get them down?
Raha. Using
Okay.
the transaction coordinator, Raha. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because she's in on this, so I'll.
Yeah. All right, what you got there, John? Hit it one more time. Daeyoung Her has a property for both sale or lease, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet for just a smidge under $700,000 or $2,750 per month. Also, he has a listing in 3785 Wilshire Boulevard, and that's a 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,730 square feet for 1.479.
2.9, Joey.
2.9. I'm sorry. Thank you, Christina. I need more than 2 eyes. Bates Hennington. They have a rental on Buckingham Road, $3,500 per month for a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,571 square feet property. Gina, you want to talk about Oak Knoll? I think I saw Gina in there.
Oh, hi. Yes. Actually, we went into escrow today, but I would like to have some backup offers.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent. So
Great.
looking for backups on Oak Knoll.
Yes. Looking for backups.
Area of Pasadena.
Thank you.
Chelsea Kyles has in Sylmar has a 4 bedroom, 5 bath, 1,734 square feet on for 1.17 million, right? And I think it's a huge lot. I think it's I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it may be zoned as a horse property. I could be wrong, but I think that's what we discussed. Heidi Davis has a lease for on Harper, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,650 square feet for 4,350. These leasing prices seem very competitive. Wants and needs, fill the bucket. Anybody have any wants or needs they'd like to share? Personal, professional?
I need something.
Come on.
So I'm looking for like a commercial lease space that a dance studio can go into, minimum 5,000 square feet, between 5 to 10. And it's got to be where, there's not going to be an issue with having music and noise 24 hours. So if you've got something that I can consider, preferably in the Culver City, NoHo, places of the arts district, kind of, you know what I mean? Because it's a dance studio for entertainment company. So it'd be great if you guys have anything, let me know.
Is it like a kids dance studio or like, what's that one on Melrose? There's one on Melrose.
Yeah, it's going to be for a K-pop dance studio kind of school or one of my entertainment companies. Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you later about it. I think I have an idea. I thought the dance school on La Brea moved out of there. That old school ballet school moved out. The one just below Wilshire. But
Chloe already found it.
What's that?
Chloe already found that one.
Oh, there you go. At least I was right. There you go.
Hi, Joey. I have a pocket.
Yeah, go ahead.
Single family in Carson. I just typed in the address in the chat box. 849 Desford Carson. 4 bed, 2 baths, over 1,600 square foot. Asking 650.
650. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Stella, do you want to talk about Wilton, 215 South Wilton Place?
Sure. I was surprised that it's not on the slides today.
Is it a new listing? Or
It's a new listing, yeah. Yeah, we just, Andrew and I put it on the market this week.
Excellent.
And it's a 2,900 square feet house on South Wilton Place. It's a historic craftsman's and it's under the Mills Act. which is everybody knows what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's very spacious. It's beautiful. It needs a new kitchen. I mean, the systems are fine. It's really well kept. But it's a beautiful home, huge backyard, 10,000 square foot lot.
Wow.
New fences. It's really, I have just to say that she has kept it really well, all the systems. And but the kitchen is old, and it needs bathroom and kitchen. So, but the house is like living room, dining room, is absolutely beautiful. Architecturally, it's very beautiful. So.
Excellent.
And it's 2.2. I mean, it's a lot of house for the price. The square footage is $756.
So Stella, is that available to see?
Yes.
Can I see it this afternoon?
Yes. Yes.
How about 3:30?
Sure.
Thank you.
Man, you know what we didn't have a slide for, but we want to get to because I believe he has he's chomping at the bit to share, is Howie, Howie's Tech Corner. How you doing, Howie? Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Hey guys, how are you? Broadcasting from my car somewhere in LA again. But hey, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. There's a lot happening obviously right now. I know you guys are thinking about heading into the holiday season, as everybody else has said. Don't forget, end of year also equals end of tax year. A lot of people usually do a lot of budgeting. A lot of companies do their budgeting, and a lot of thoughts about purchasing for next year for their technology. And obviously, you're gonna have to like depreciate any new assets that you decide to buy. Maybe you're thinking about pulling the trigger on a computer over Black Friday or something like that. There are a couple things that I'd like to just kind of throw out there, because everybody's asking, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Should I buy this? Number one, if you buy it in 2020, you got to write it off on your 2020 taxes. So if you're having a great year, maybe buy it. If you're not, and you don't want to spend the money this year, or if you want to like defer stuff, buy it later, buy it next year. There will always be a deal on computers. Computers never hold their value very well, even in Apple. Second question that a lot of people have for me is that, should I buy an Apple or should I buy a PC? That is 100% should I buy a BMW or should I buy a Mercedes? It is completely preferential, what you like better. But the one main thing about Apples that I need to tell people is that they are changing their chipset architecture. And that is a big thing, because that means they're moving away from Intel and they're moving to their own chips. And that means all the software that's written for Apple will need to eventually change. So while not in the near future, you're going to be running into problems, like a little further down the line, maybe some of the programs that you are running right now will not run very well on an Apple unless they update it and stuff. So just please keep that in mind. And the last thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about is basically, please be diligent. Holidays, elections, political stuff, everything. With all this spam that you're getting, do not click on things that just look sort of weird. I've been dealing with a lot of clients and a lot of other agents that have been spammed or scammed, or type their passwords in and stuff like that. Please make sure, please double check, triple check, quadruple check, send me an email to make sure that whatever you guys are clicking on is legit. It's no charge, it's free. Just email me, technology@kwbeachcities.com. I'll send that in the chat.
Howie, you're the best, bud. Thanks for looking out for us.
Hey, Joey, I've got a new listing. I meant to chime in there. So I just put the flyer in on the chat bar. I've got a new listing in North Redondo Beach, 2609 184th Street, listed at 1.25. It's a single family home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, completely renovated down to the studs, just new roof, new AC, new everything. It's just new everything all the way down. It looks amazing, and would love to see some people take a look this weekend.
Thanks, guys. What else? Any other wants, needs, fill the buckets? how he
If
put his,
anybody by chance happens to have a Burbank or Glendale listing, single family residence up to 900,000, 925 maybe, 2-bedroom minimum, we'll take it. But it needs to be a pocket because we've seen everything else.
all right.
I have a condo coming up next week. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Chloe, what's the square footage on the Metropolis one? I mean, the Mercury one? So it's at the Mercury building on the 11th floor. It's going to be the north view on it. And it has, the second bedroom has its own entry. So it's like ideal for someone who wants to do roommating or, you know, whatever. But it's very nicely upgraded. And it's one of the few units that has the enclosed patio space as well. So I'd be happy to show that prior to coming on the market. So it's going to be, it's ready now. So if you guys want to call me, we're getting pictures done on Friday. So it'll go live probably in the beginning of the week.
How much?
Price is going to be around like $650. So it's very aggressively priced.
And for anyone that doesn't know, Mercury Building's on the corner of Wilshire and Western. It really was the first, if not one of the first, adaptive reuse projects in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
and then, you know, it's got, it's one of those few buildings that has ample guest parking as well. So it's a big, you know, and
it was a giant office building before that, right? So
yeah. So it's got 24-hour concierge service as well. So just
what is
pool and all that.
What is the? Did I ask you what the HOA was?
Good question. I'll find out.
Oh, Christina.
About 600.
It's a little high though. For it's like I said, it's a full concierge building, so the HOA is going to be very comparable to those type of builds. But
800 or 1,000?
No, it's not going to be that high. It's like I think 6 something.
About 600.
Yeah.
What was that, Joe?
About 600.
Yeah, about 600 something.
All right, that's not crazy for that size of a unit.
And the gym and the pool on the top of the building has one of the best. Almost 360 degree view.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it. I was in it years ago. It was great. All right.
Bring me your buyers.
Bring the buyers. Anyone else have any?
Yes, I need a single family home as well. Alhambra, Monterey Park, Pasadena, Monrovia or Duarte area up to 800K. And also some tips on how to compete with cash buyers. Because we have been outbid several times. It's always like,
and, you know,
20.
Did you try and work with, give Andy a shot? She might be able to pre-qualify your clients to the point where they're pre-underwritten.
Yes, actually, my clients are with Andy, and she has pre-qualified them, and she okayed us for like a 20-day escrow and all that to compete with the cash buyers. But still, we're not being chosen.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to do.
Anybody else have any?
You want to shorten your inspection period time?
We did.
How short?
Like 10 days.
Okay.
And 10 days appraisal, 10 days loan and inspection contingency.
Well, if you want to go in a little aggressive, I know it may, depending on how comfortable your buyer may be, but you may want to waive that appraisal contingency so that it kind of alleviates that renegotiation later that sellers are afraid of. So that could be one thing. That's another aggressive way to do it. Obviously, if you want the inspection period, you may want to even shorten it down to 7 days, because I'm sure you can get an appointment within the 7 days to get that done.
Yes.
That. So,
okay.
And obviously, or you can gamble and go non-contingent like I did. So.
Yeah, don't get crazy. Gina, there's a couple other, I wouldn't say passive ways to approach it. Number one is communicate, work on your relationship with the agent, right?
We've been
conscious of that, right? Number one. Number two is pull out all the stops. If you know, you have buyers. I would tell sellers differently, but write the letter, the whole 9 yards.
We do the letter as
Right.
well. And
then, most importantly, stay, even after it goes into contract, stay connected with that agent, okay? Because a decent percentage of properties, excuse me, are falling out of contract. And
okay.
the conversation is much different the second time around than it is the first time around.
Mhm.
So go back to those, if you keep, and if you keep that conversation going, you never know what you can create in that, in that deal, in that opportunity or that potential deal. Just stay connected to them, because then you become a trusted like partner. If that deal starts to fall apart, they're like, okay, let's, you know, I have this agent who's calling me once every 4 or 5 days and checking in, and their clients seem to be really loving it, right? So, I have somebody who is nickel and diming me over here, and I have somebody who's calling me who I like, whose client wants this property, right? So it might be an illusion, but it works.
Okay.
It works.
Hi, Joey.
Yes. Jacqueline.
If her clients are interested at 840, we're just reducing a property 2128 Cove Avenue, and it's going to be reduced to 840.
What area is that in?
Echo Park.
Echo Park. So if you're looking in that price range,
how many bedrooms, baths for that one?
Two bedrooms, 2 baths. It's completely restored.
Okay, let me write down the address and I'll send it over to them.
Okay.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Yeah.
See, put it out there in the universe.
2128 Cove Avenue.
All right. Anybody else have any needs that I can help them with? We can help them with.
I know I'm not an agent, but pretend I have long hair and I'm way better looking and I'll be my wife. We have a neighbor who's looking for a single family residence in Mid-City. And they're willing to spend up to $875, but I think they're more comfortable spending like $850-ish. At least 3 bedrooms and fixer upper. Okay, he's pretty handy. So if you guys have anything, please send that to technology@kwbeachcities also, and I'll forward that over to my wife.
Thank you, Howie. Anybody else have one need you'd like to share?
I wish I had a husband that was such an advocate as Howie is for his wife. I swear.
Your husband does just fine.
He's the best walking marketing guy for his wife. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Don't be complaining about Anthony.
All right, let's not go there now. All right.
All right, you guys. If there's nothing else, then we're going to sign off for this week. And we'll be back next week with the ultimate tell me something good. Okay. Spend this week searching for tell me something good. So, okay, come back and bring it hard. All right, guys. Have a great week.
Have a good week.
Thanks, Joey.
Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.